I'm 39, successful, and am quite well off. My siblings, sadly, are not. My brother, 42, has 3 children. My sister, 35, also has 3, with one on the way. My youngest sister, 28, is married and pregnant, but she had nothing to do with the events of this post. We were all raised to believe that money doesn't matter and all you need is a happy marriage and lots of kids to live a happy life. Being poor and having lots of kids was somehow glorified. Maybe because that's the way our parents lived and wanted to convince themselves that they didn't fuck up. Fortunately for me, I didn't buy into that nonsense. I always knew I never wanted children. I focused on my career and on achieving success. Today, I have my own house, wonderful pets, and a loving boyfriend. My family, however, seems to think that there's something wrong with my lifestyle. My parents have often commented that my 5-bedroom house is empty without any kids running around. My siblings often tell me I'm selfish for not having kids and actually enjoying my life. However, their disdain for my selfish lifestyle doesn't stop them from begging for money. My brother and sister have called me and asked me to help pay their bills. Now, if it's something serious like clothes or school supplies for their kids, I'm willing to pitch in. But I always refuse when I'm asked to pay for trips to amusement parks, etc. I also paid for my parents to stay in a high-end assisted living facility. You don't have kids, so who are you gonna leave it to? Asked my brother. I told them I was going to leave my money to charities and that I don't owe them shit. When they went on the "you're selfish" tirade, I told them to get lost. The next morning, I got a call from my dad telling me they were disappointed in me. I simply hung up. The one family member who has stood by me is my youngest sister. She actually has her shit together and I could not be more proud of her. Edit, here's what my parents did to deserve the downgrade. After the altercation with my siblings, my parents tried a different strategy. They tried to sweet talk me, and suddenly their tune had changed from "you're so selfish" to "ah. We didn't mean it. Let's talk." So, after they kept pestering me have a word with them in person, I invited them over. Now my parents know damn well that chocolate is bad for dogs, but my mom has tried to give them some on many occasions. When I tell her off, she always comes back with, "But maybe they like it and I was just being nice." This time, when they came over, I left them in the living room and went to the kitchen to get some refreshments. While I was there, one of my dogs came over to greet them. I could see them from the kitchen. My mom petted him for a while, then reached into her purse and pulled out a bar of chocolate. She broke off a piece and was about to give it to him when I stormed over and knocked it out of her hands. My parents looked shocked. I was enraged. Even after being told repeatedly that chocolate is bad for dogs, they just didn't get it. When I asked my mom what the hell she was doing, my dad actually started yelling at me and told me I was being rude. I told them either they were complete idiots or they were intentionally trying to hurt my dog. I told them I was sick of their BS and that they were on very thin ice with me. When they tried to argue back, I grabbed my dad by the arm and walked him out the door. My mom followed. This was less than a month ago, and a few days ago, they were moved to a much less cushy facility. They won't be mistreated, I would never allow that to happen, but all they'll have are nutritious meals, medical care, and a television they'll have to share with the others. The nice fully furnished mini apartment they had earlier with all kinds of luxuries will soon be a distant memory.